Hey friends, it's Jay. Come on in, have a seat. Let's talk about divorce with a narcissist. Oh boy. Get some snacks, get some chocolate, get some, wine, get some beer, whatever, because you're going to need it for this one. Oh my goodness. All right. So there are so many people out there that don't even recognize or realize that they have a narcissistic partner in their life. And the reason they don't know it is because they've never heard of narcissistic abuse before. A lot of people didn't know what it was. And it's fairly new, but it's been around forever and it's going to continue to be around. And I think it's, personally, in my opinion, going to get worse. So divorcing a narcissist is trying to get out of a relationship with somebody who's not level-headed, who does nothing but cause drama, who wants to fight about everything and who wants to point the finger at you and make you believe that you're the issue, you're the problem, you need a change, you need therapy, you need help, okay? But how many times during the finger pointing that the narcissist does to you, how many times has the narcissist said, I need to change, I need therapy, I've got things to work on, I have some issues that need to be resolved from, my childhood or my late teens or my early, whatever it is. How many times has a narcissist acknowledged that they needed to change? It doesn't happen because they don't have problems. We're the ones with the problems. So I wanted to share a story because I met with a gal today, and what a sweetheart. And it's really crazy how things happen. She was a referral from a friend of mine, and she needs to talk and she needs to get her divorce and she needs to get everything taken care of. But you know what? She can't, because hubby monitors her phone calls. Hubby checks her phone. Hubby looks at her computer. Hubby tracks her car. She can't even call me. So I personally have never really used WhatsApp. I know it's out there. I know it's been around for a long time. That's awesome. It's a great, obviously, a way to communicate to people. But she is having to reach out to me through that on a work phone so that she can actually have a conversation, because he controls how long she's at the grocery store, how long she goes to take her child to an event at school. I mean, he physically will look at her and go, I know exactly how long it takes to get from here to there, and you should be back in no more than 4.5 minutes. And I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I remember those times, and it was just, it was hard because I was feeling the emotions that she was feeling again, and it was like awful. But I also looked at her and I said, listen, I'm almost 2.5 years out. And look where I am today. It's a very peaceful place. It's a very peaceful environment. It's just quiet. There's no drama. Oh my gosh, there's no eggshells that are being walked on. There's no stress. There's no ruined holidays. There's no ruined days. Nobody ruins my days, ever, because there's nobody in my life that causes drama like the narcissist did. So when you go through, and this is what I was telling her, I said, all right, so kind of giving her some tips and pointers and stuff that I went through myself. And I told her, I go, you know what? He's going to tell you everything that you are going to freak out about. He's going to tell you that you're not going to get anything from the community. You're not going to get any furniture. You're not going to get any proceeds from the house. You're not going to get any retirement. You're not going to get any money for spousal. You're not going to get any child support. You're not going to get anything. Okay, well, like I tell my clients, they're not the judge. The judge will make the decision. And I said, your best bet when divorcing a narcissist is just let them talk. Don't argue, because you know exactly where you're going to go if you argue with a narcissist. You are not going to get out of the rabbit hole that they continue to create and make deeper for you to fall into. Save your soul, save your peace, save your grace, and just, okay, you're going to lose your kids. All right. You're not going to get anything from this house. All right. You are not getting any dime in my pension or retirement. I worked my ass off for this, and you are getting nothing. Okay. And go about your day. Go about your business. Don't let their words get your emotions all crazy and in a place where you're just like freaking out and overthinking everything. That is their goal. That is their whole 100% goal, to get you to freak out and lose your mind and cry, call your friends, freak out. Oh my God, what am I going to do? They send us into an instant panic or worry, but you don't have to go there. If you let their words come here and out here, then what you're doing is you're just, words are energy. Boom, they come and they go. If you save any of those words in your brain or in your mind, then you're going to incessantly think about what they said, and you're going to replay this program, this record, over and over in your head, which is what they want, which does you no good. You get sick, you can't breathe, you're having panic attacks, you can't eat, you're nauseous, because you're believing what they're saying. Take your power back and say, okay, I'm going to stay gracious. I'm going to stay at peace through this. If they want to say this or that and take everything from me, let them say what they want to say, because it gives the narcissist the power to feel superior, which is their whole goal in the first place. If you play their game and you continue to react to what they're saying, guess what? You're just inflating the pool. You're just making more ripples in the water, because you're going to give them more ammunition to keep it up, instead of, okay, all right. And process in your mind as you're saying that. His words are not truthful. My words are truthful. So don't let him or her fill your mind with terrible things, because that instills fear, and fear stops us in our tracks, and it makes us get into a position that we just don't know what to do. But you have to remain at peace, and you've got to keep your faith, and you have to stay neutral and continue to enjoy every moment of every day of your life. Because if you succumb to them and what they want, which is nothing but sadness and anger and, animosity between the two of you, but when you're over here in your peaceful environment, nobody gets to take that away from you. They can't, unless you allow that. So don't allow that. Don't give them the power to take away your peaceful spot. Put a, protection bubble around you. Just imagine a huge bubble that you're blowing, as a child, and it gets huge. And guess what? You step into that bubble, and anything negative penetrates off and mirrors right back to the person that threw the dagger at you. You're at peace, and you've got to remain at peace. And, sometimes if you need to put some earphones in your ears or your headphones and just start listening to meditation music or calm music or elevator music, which I think is amazing. It's beautiful to relax your mind and your body and your soul. So I get it that people put on heavy metal, and that's cool too. Whatever floats your boat. That gives me anxiety, but that's me. That's not you. So we all have to do what makes ourselves feel good. So think about that and let them talk their talk. Let them be who they are, because one day you're going to go through life and you're going to look back and go, I stayed at peace. I didn't let him or her define me or tell me what was going to happen with my life, because I'm in charge of my own life. You're not. They're going to have to look back at the words that they said to you and look at the arrows that they threw at you. They're going to have to replay that in their mind over and over, whereas you can only replay peace in your mind, because having peace and staying, neutral and kind of flatline, so to speak, where you don't let anybody, mess with your emotions, that is true power. That is the biggest power within your soul that you have, is to maintain your own peace. Nobody gets to take that away from you, not even a narcissist, if you don't let them. All right. I'll be back with more shortly. Thank you.